Hey everyone, it's Cami here. We are talking about chapter 4. I'm a little behind because I got sick this past weekend. So I was going to do a video this weekend. I ended up getting sick with a stomach bug. Still feeling it today for sure. Energy's not great, but the fact that we're listening to this book kind of made me just realize I need to stay on track with it. Even if I'm sick, even if I don't feel like it, even if I don't feel like getting on video, I've got to do it for myself and for you guys, because this is the kind of stuff that comes up that's going to make it really easy to quit, really easy to give up, really easy to just say it's too hard, I can't do it, I don't have enough energy, I'm just going to stop doing what I said I was going to do. So, chapter 4 is about Big Mo, and Mo is momentum. So, I actually created workouts that are called momentum workouts. This is before I even read the book, but you know when you're like let's say you worked out before in the past and you were on a really good routine, whatever happened, you ended up getting off track. Now it's so hard to get started again. Number one, because you actually have to start off at a lower space than you were before, a lower fitness level than you were before, and because you realize, man, it's hard to run a mile. Now I can't run a mile, and I used to be able to run a mile. So I created this workout plan. It's 2 weeks of workouts that are fun. It's called momentum workouts because once you get in there for 2 weeks, start working out, it becomes much easier. So, momentum is about consistency as always, but it talks about how much energy it takes for an airplane to take off. So much fuel, so much energy. But then once it gets it to its cruising altitude, it just kind of goes, and it just kind of goes and goes and goes. So that's the same thing as momentum is for us. If we create the habits, we create the rituals, we get momentum, and then it becomes just ritualistic, easy, habitual. We're doing it every single day. So hopefully you can think of some things in your life like, okay, these are the things I want to work on. And I had somebody respond to my email and say that cleanliness was one of their things. And staying tidy and just clutter around the house, specifically bills piling up or mail piling up. And this also comes down to habits, right? And consistency. So I'm the same. I can't even claim to say that I'm a neat freak at all. It's one of my struggles that I've been working on as well. It's creating those habits that either is going to create havoc in your house or that's going to create a clean house. So for example, one of my things that I've been working on is when I come home from work, I take my shoes off. Well, usually there's more shoes by the front door because I have several pairs of shoes. So my habit is to now grab a pair of shoes and then go put them back in my closet where they go. So if we can create habits like that, then all of a sudden the house becomes less cluttered because you are habitually doing the same thing over and over again. That's going to make your life a lot easier. So laundry night. I've never set a laundry night. I just kind of do it whenever it's ready. And I have so many clothes that I can actually let like 3 loads of laundry build up and I still have clothes left. So in working through mine, I'm thinking, wow, if I didn't have so many clothes, I'd have to do laundry maybe once a week, fold it and put it away so that I could use the clothes again. So one of my things has been weeding out the clothes. And I've done this several times already. I probably sent away 6 bags already, and I could still send out more. Same thing with shoes. I have some shoes right here beside me that are going up on eBay that I'm going to get rid of because I don't need 10 pairs of workout shoes. So the less things you have, the less clutter is going to cause a problem in your house. Also, finding either resources or books. I've read the book, The Magic of Tidying Up, I think is what it's called. And it's pretty extreme, you could say, but I've used some of the philosophies there. The way I fold my clothes now is how she teaches us to fold clothes. And it has kept my drawers phenomenal. So finding resources, going out, doing those things that you know that you need work on. The other thing that I've enrolled in is called Organize Your Life. It's by Susan Sly. It's for home-based entrepreneurs. So how to keep your taxes in line, how to keep your mail in line, how to make sure that you know what's getting done on a certain day. That is something I absolutely need. So I've enrolled in, it goes from April to May. So I think it's eight or 9 weeks. So finding out what you need help on and then specifically finding an expert that's going to help you in that area. Some things you can do on your own, for sure. You can start eating an apple, or you can start eating a healthy breakfast instead of skipping breakfast, or instead of eating donuts for breakfast. You can implement those small changes, but for me, I've always sought the things that I have the most challenges with, I need somebody to help me, because it's so overwhelming to me to figure out how it works. Like for my financial stuff, I had to go to somebody else because I couldn't figure it out. It was too overwhelming. I didn't even know what the first step to take was. So going through that course really helped me. Now going through Organize Your Life, really helping me as well. So that's the piece on momentum. Moving on to our forms. I have a feeling, I know a couple people are behind. They said they're behind, which is totally fine. This is a go at your own pace kind of thing. But all of those forms should be printed out. You should have them. Hey, Wendy, have them. And I'm going to go over in the next video how I personally sit down to start doing these forms, because it sometimes can feel overwhelming for us as well. So Rhythm Register is one of the ones that you're downloading this chapter, and you'll go to thecompoundeffect.com/free and download the Rhythm Register. So this is things that you say are important in your life, but you haven't scheduled. So is time with your family really important? And have you scheduled it? Do you schedule a game night every week? Do you schedule playtime with the kids? Do you schedule a date night with your spouse or significant other every week? So scheduling in those things, it sounds silly, but you know how easy it is if you don't schedule something in that it's not going to get done, right? Scheduling in that workout, scheduling in food prep, scheduling in grocery shopping, whatever it is you need to do to reach your goals, making sure that's on your calendar, because if it's not in your day, then it won't get done. A couple other things is not going overboard. So if you are starting a new workout program, making it something that's achievable over time, not overwhelming. So a lot of people go gung-ho, they throw everything out of their pantry, they go gung-ho with their workouts, and then they end up burning out in 2 weeks because they went too hard. They don't have 2 hours a day to work out. They want to have a potato chip every now and again. So what can you do to make it sustainable? A couple things I can think of. Maybe right now, it's just a daily walk. If you can schedule in a daily walk, it's 10 minutes. Everybody can do that. You can do it on your lunch break. You can do it at work. You could do it after work. You can do it before work with the dog. 10-minute walk, simple. Another thing, let's say you typically buy the big bag of chips. Maybe now you buy the snack size and they're baked chips, and you pack your lunch, and instead of having the whole bag of chips at home, you have those chips at lunch. It's a serving size, it's controlled, you eat it with your meal, you still have those chips, but you have it in a controlled fashion. Instead of going gung-ho, I'm throwing out all the chips, I'm never having chips again, because as soon as you say I'm never having this again 100%, in my experience, at least in terms of teaching the better method and in teaching balance and in teaching how to eat moderately for the rest of your life and not be on a diet, throwing out one food group usually villainizes it, and then as soon as you villainize something, you want to have it more, you end up binging on it. That goes with everything. So think about a strategy that's going to work for you. Everybody's going to be different. Some people like to go a little bit, go big or go home, but I want you to ask yourself, if in the past you've been that type of person and it hasn't worked, then I want you to reassess and find out, okay, maybe that's the type of person I am, but maybe that strategy doesn't work for me. If I've gone on a diet, I've thrown everything out, and it's only lasted for 30 days, and then I ended up going back to my habits, then let's figure out a new way, a new habits. This is something that should be lifelong, consistency forever, no diets. So I'm still going to say hardcore, no diets. That's what I teach in the Better Method, my online nutrition course. I teach you how to take control of your habits, how to take control of your meals, and create meals that are going to work for you forever. And you learn that stuff for 8 weeks, but that's something that you use for the rest of your life. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. You guys should be caught up chapter 4. Print out all the forms that we've talked about up until now. The next video I will be doing will be about the forms. Journaling and still keeping track of your daily tracker. So back from chapter 1, we were tracking daily on things whatever one thing that we wanted to track. So whether it was meals, workouts, for me it was time. And I'm going to be straight up honest, guys. I got sick. I got sick on Friday. I was sick from Friday till Tuesday. It was like 5 days of me not making use of my time because I was sick. I was watching movies and movies and movies. So time didn't get tracked. Nothing got tracked. So I'm going to restart that this week. I'm human just like you guys. I'm back to work. I'm back to using my scheduler. So I will be implementing that today, scheduling in those things that are important to me, finding out where I'm losing time. So I look forward to hearing from you guys on what you're tracking, how it went. Did you get off track? Did all of a sudden you forget to write something down? It's okay. Do not quit. Keep going. Keep going. Start right now. Start tracking whatever it is you're tracking right now. And I'll see you guys later.